Hello and welcome to the Kopala TV main news. We get straight into today's headlines. Calls to have GBM arrested persist. Introduction of diaspora vote excites NGO. Agro dealers demand for their pay. And in foreign news, murder-accused Lesotho Prime Minister fails to appear in court. Join us in a bit after this. To present the Kopala TV main news in detail, my name is Opila Musongole. The opposition UPND in Kitwe on the Copper Belt has joined calls demanding for the immediate arrest of PF member Godfrey Walya Mwamba, popularly known as GBM. Kitwe District UPND Chairman Elvis Nkandu says Mr. Mwamba should be questioned by police so that he explains what he knows about the gassing being witnessed in some parts of the country. Last week, Mr. Mwamba, who is now PF Deputy National Mobilization Chairperson, claimed he had information on persons behind the gassing of households and other public institutions. Mr. Mwamba, who once served as UPND Vice President, claimed the terror plot was allegedly hatched 5 years ago. But Mr. Nkandu wonders why police are adamant in questioning Mr. Mwamba.
The President had also given 250,000 kwacha. Could also want to get information that may lead to the arrest him of the perpetrators of gassing. Now, again, there is also some people who had sacrificed to give information, like GBM. According to GBM says he has all the information. And he has had this information for quite some time now. Why can't the police pick him up and ask him about that information?
Meanwhile, Lusaka Province Minister Bowman Lusambo claims the gassing of households and public institutions is political. And Lusambo has challenged the opposition UPND to prove their claims that government is allegedly behind the gassing incidents.
Which is happening in this country, I want to assure the people of Zambia, I want to assure the residents of Lusaka that we have seen the massive development going on in Lusaka, unprecedented development which is going on in Lusaka. This development which is happening here is the same development which is happening in other provinces. But we are not going to allow anyone, we are not going to allow anyone to still fear in our people. The security wing, they are 24 hours at alert to make sure that our people are safe. The Minister of Home Affairs, Comrade Stephen Kampiongo, he gave the ministerial statement in Parliament. That ministerial statement, they gave us the statistics of the events since it started in Chingola up to the time he was giving that ministerial statement. And this is the scheme. These guys started with burning the markets. They wanted to sabotage the government by tampering with ZESCO power lines. Now they have moved to gassing. I can assure you that the security wing, they are not sleeping. And their days are numbered.
Still on security issues, opposition MMD leader Neves Mumba has urged President Edgar Lungu to face the nation and address the state of security in the nation. Dr. Mumba says the gassing of households and the killing of persons suspected to be gassers is sickening. Dr. Mumba is further challenging President Lungu to name the persons behind the gassings. The MMD leader said this in a press statement today. There have been wide speculations linking the PF to the ongoing gassing of citizens. PF Chingola District Information and Publicity Secretary Evans Mulenga is among the top-profile officials currently appearing in court on terrorism charges linked to the gassings. A non-governmental organization says the Zambia Police Service should be given ample time to investigate the gassings of households and public institutions. Democratic Governance and Human Rights Advocates National Coordinator Gerald Mutelo said the gassing attacks are well organized, adding that security agencies should thoroughly investigate the terror plot. Mr. Mutelo said quick announcement of information to the public could alert criminals and thus jeopardize investigations. Members of the public have been wondering why police are withholding information on suspected gassers currently behind bars.
Not just a question of announcing this is the chemical. The issue is that those who are suspects are helping with investigation. They need to find out what is the chemical. If they find this is the chemical, who is producing this chemical, who is supplying this chemical, who buys this chemical. So once they actually quickly announce it, you find that it may not help with investigations. So that's why we are feeling that let's allow them to have enough time, because the process of investigation is long. Because once they know who is manufacturing, who is the source of this, so that now they can even go to those who are supplying, who are your customers. Then that can lead to, because this thing is spreading countrywide, meaning that it's not a small thing. It's something, this is organized crime.
The opposition Patriots for Economic Progress (PEP) has noted with concern the update that was given by the Inspector General of Police last Saturday regarding the ongoing incidents of chemical gassing of innocent citizens. PEP President Sean Tembo said inasmuch as Zambians appreciate the efforts being made by the police to arrest those behind the acts of terror and bring normalcy back into the lives of citizens, PEP is of the view that the police are too focused on apprehending the perpetrators of mob justice than they are in apprehending the perpetrators of chemical gassing. He said it is evident due to the fact that up to now, more than 3 months after the terror first began, the police still have not apprehended the masterminds of the chemical gassing.
As Patriots for Economic Progress, we noted the press briefing which was issued by the Inspector General of Police last Saturday, in which he sought to address various issues related to the chemical gassing. We are, however, concerned that the masterminders of the chemical gassing still have not been apprehended. The police seem to be focusing a lot on the mob justice, as opposed to the primary perpetrators of the chemical gassing. And yet the mob justice is a secondary problem which arises from the chemical gassing. Without chemical gassing, there would be no mob justice assault on citizens. Additionally, we are concerned with members of the security and defense wings assaulting innocent members of the public as early as 19 hours. There are reports of some workers of Hungry Lion being taken out of their bus and assaulted, as well as elderly people in the compounds. The authorities must address these issues because there is no basis why people should be terrorized by the defense and security wings.
Motivational speaker Mubita Nawa says Zambia is not a Christian nation. Mr. Nawa wonders why some sections of the clergy are failing to speak out on acts of injustice in the nation. But a Kitwe clergyman, Lakson Zulu of Upper Room Ministries International, has countered Mr. Nawa's remarks. Bishop Zulu says the clergy in the country has always stood up for the truth and spoken out on evil.
I know that a lot of people, out of frustration, they have said Zambia is not a Christian nation because of this and that. But you need to understand that just because we're a Christian nation doesn't mean that evil things or bad things won't be happening in our nation. They will be happening because there is the devil out there fighting us as a Christian nation. And I don't think there is any pastor in this nation who is not for justice. I don't think there is any pastor in this nation who does or will not speak against any evil that may happen in this nation. We don't need to go on the mountain to start fighting the government or to start fighting anyone to show that we are for justice. No, there are channels to do it. But be assured that Zambia is a Christian nation, and as pastors, we are there for justice.
In case you have just tuned in, you are watching the Kopala TV main news. Join us in a bit after the commercial break. Samaria Limited is a versatile company dedicated to meeting every need any of our customers may have. With us, you're guaranteed to have a pleasant and easy shopping experience with the best returns for your money's worth. We guarantee the best customer service in addition to the finest quality beverages at affordable prices. We have all your hardware requirements, from roofing sheets, wiring, piping, and much more. At Samaria Limited, we believe in good workmanship. Working well with one another is what gets our job done. Stationery is an essential. Whether it's a pencil for your personal drawings and designs, or a roll of paper for the company printer, we've got you covered. We stock various brands simply for your preference. We have an Airtel booth within our premises with airtime ready and available for all customers. We also offer Airtel Money services for easy money transactions and efficient clerks to attend to you, ensuring a fast and smooth procedure. If you're in need of any electronics, our store should be your go-to. With appliances ranging from household specifics to industrial commodities such as generators and inverters, if you need it, we have it. Our wholesale store stocks the best quality in food and other products, including cleaning necessities. And above all, our affordable prices ensure that you know how much we value you. You can find Samaria Limited along President Avenue North, opposite Zambia Railways in Dola, or call us on 0212 613 336 or 0212 619 992. Samaria Limited, your one-stop center for all you need.
Looking for an opportunity to grow your business? Well, Kopala TV has good news for all small-scale businesses. You can now advertise on Kopala TV's Makwebo. Bonseba na mayo na bashtata. Iseni mulangishe amakwebo yenu pamutengo uachepa nga 100 kwacha. Yes, you heard right. For as low as 100 kwacha, your business will get its peak. Whatever the business, we will advertise. All you need to do is send a text of what your business offers, indicating the name, location, and contact details to the number below. Payment for the advertising spot can be made through MTN mobile money on the number down below. Makwebo, make your business known.
Welcome back. A civil society grouping says proposals by the Electoral Commission of Zambia ECZ to include Zambian citizens living in the diaspora is welcome. The Electoral Commission of Zambia ECZ recently proposed that it would include Zambians living in the diaspora in the 2021 general elections. Southern African Center for the Constructive Resolution of Disputes, SACORD, Executive Director Boniface Chembe, says the ECZ must undertake widespread consultations with stakeholders on the modalities it intends to put in place to conduct the diaspora vote.
Well, as SACORD, we want to welcome the proposal by the Electoral Commission of Zambia to include citizens of the Republic of Zambia in the diaspora to basically be able to vote for elections for their country. In terms of the capacity, we believe that ECZ has professionals who know and understand our work that revolves around elections. Of course, if the capacity is meant in terms of ably and accurately capturing Zambians in different parts of the world, Zambia will not be the first country that will be undertaking this aspect of the democratic process. There are many other countries that have basically been able to have their citizens vote in the diaspora. So we can learn many lessons from these countries that have been doing it, and basically get the best practices and implement those in Zambia.
Agro dealers are calling on government to pay the 781 million kwacha debt owed to them. Agribusiness Association of Zambia spokesperson Bright Chikambwe says the inability to clear debt owed to dealers has crippled their businesses. Mr. Chikambwe said agro dealers had already incurred so much debt, adding that the non-payment of their dues should urgently be addressed.
The main issue here is agro dealers are being taken to court. The reason is simple. They were getting fertilizer, CD on credit based on your promise. That you promised them that within 72 hours you pay them. Even companies, they got confidence because they are looking at your statement. That's why you see, when you are issuing a statement, the whole nation will stand still, listening from you, so they make their programs, they put their things in order. But now, because of your poor statement that you made, people have suffered today. Agro dealers are appearing in courts because they cannot service their debts. So, Mr. Katambo, please, I'm humbly requesting you, can you pay the agro dealers as we agreed earlier on?
An NGO has advised the Vice Chancellors at the University of Zambia, UNZA, and the Copperbelt University, CBU, to resign. The National Action for Quality Education of Zambia, NAQEZ, has accused the two senior top managers at the public institutions of being incompetent. NAQEZ says capable individuals should instead be appointed to run our two public universities. NAQEZ Executive Director Aaron Chansa wonders why management at the two institutions are failing to pay lecturers and other non-academic staff on time. He has regretted that CBU management, for instance, have up to now failed to pay staff their January 2020 salaries. NAQEZ has disclosed this in a media statement made available to Kopala TV.
Having looked at the incompetence levels by the Vice Chancellor of the University of Zambia, Professor Luke Mumba, and also the Vice Chancellor of the Copperbelt University, Professor Naison Ngoma, NAQEZ as an organization is now demanding for the immediate stepping down of the two chancellors. We are demanding that the university councils of the two universities must relieve these officials of their duties. Our view is that the two have failed. Their incompetence have led to so many challenges at CBU and UNZA. Right now, as we speak, lecturers and workers at CBU and UNZA have not been paid for 2 months, and we feel that this is an embarrassment to our intellectuals. It is an insult to our higher education and also an assault on Zambia as a country. And would also want to appeal to the Ministry of Higher Education to immediately release grants for UNZA and the CBU so that these lecturers can get paid now and not later. We feel that our government must put a maximum priority to education. It is extremely sad that our intellectuals, our professors, have to resort to protesting in order for them to get their salaries. This is not very good, and we hope that this is the last time that our professors will be protesting.
In case you have just tuned in, you're watching the Kopala TV main news. Join us in a bit after this. Samaria Limited is a versatile company dedicated to meeting every need any of our customers may have. With us, you're guaranteed to have a pleasant and easy shopping experience with the best returns for your money's worth. We guarantee the best customer service in addition to the finest quality beverages at affordable prices. We have all your hardware requirements, from roofing sheets, wiring, piping, and much more. At Samaria Limited, we believe in good workmanship. Working well with one another is what gets our job done. Stationery is an essential. Whether it's a pencil for your personal drawings and designs, or a roll of paper for the company printer, we've got you covered. We stock various brands simply for your preference. We have an Airtel booth within our premises with airtime ready and available for all customers. We also offer Airtel Money services for easy money transactions and efficient clerks to attend to you, ensuring a fast and smooth procedure. If you're in need of any electronics, our store should be your go-to, with appliances ranging from household specifics to industrial commodities such as generators and inverters. If you need it, we have it. Our wholesale store stocks the best quality in food and other products, including cleaning necessities. And, above all, our affordable prices ensure that you know how much we value you. You can find Samario Limited along President Avenue North, opposite Zambia Railways in Dola, or call us on 0212 613 336 or 0212 619 992. Samaria Limited, your one-stop center for all you need.
Looking for an opportunity to grow your business? Well, Kopala TV has good news for all small-scale businesses. You can now advertise on Kopala TV's Makwebo. Bonseba na mayo na bashtata. Iseni mulangishe amakwebo yenu pamutengo uachepa nga 100 kwacha. Yes, you heard right. For as low as 100 kwacha, your business will get its peak. Whatever the business, we will advertise. All you need to do is send a text of what your business offers, indicating the name, location, and contact details to the number below. Payment for the advertising spot can be made through MTN mobile money on the number down below. Makwebo, make your business known.
In international news, Lesotho Prime Minister Thomas Thabane failed to show up in court on Friday, where he was to be charged with the murder of his estranged wife, Lipolelo Thabane. The people of Lesotho are unhappy with this development, saying no one is above the law and demanding that he goes to court. We monitored Al Jazeera for this report.
Prime Minister Tom Thabane avoided being charged with the murder of his second wife, Lipolelo, when he failed to show up in court on Friday. 2 weeks ago, his third wife, Maisia, was charged with ordering the shooting of a predecessor, as well as the attempted murder of another woman wounded in the attack in 2017. The Prime Minister's no-show in court and the scandal surrounding the murder is a hot topic in the capital, Maseru. The Bahali Giants theatre group performs at a taxi rank, bringing to life the controversy within Lesotho's political elite.
Are you really saying to me as a Prime Minister, you expect me to go to court?
From the crowd, an overwhelming yes. This is a chance for people captivated by the intrigue to have their say. One spectator shouts that no one is above the law and that Thabane is wanted by the police. Another blames the Prime Minister for dividing the country and demands he goes to court. This man accuses Thabane of being a thief. Moments of humor in the crisis here.
Much like the political leadership in Lesotho, people's opinion here is divided. Despite his denial, some think the Prime Minister's on the run. He says he's in South Africa for a medical checkup. Either way, his disappearance from court is seen by many as being convenient.
As they conclude their performance, the actors sing, mimicking the Prime Minister and his wife from a video she posted on social media last year, where they appeared in bathrobes, singing a well-known song about seeking power. It was met with shock and criticism, and fueled speculation that the 80-year-old Thabane's third wife is influencing politics. In Mokgwagoeng, where Thabane is from, the Prime Minister retains some support.
On my side, I want to give him a chance to lead this country and drop these murder charges. Yeah.
Thabane is under pressure from within his own party to resign. He says he'll retire in July. For now, the intrigue about his whereabouts and his evasion of justice goes on. Famida Miller, Al Jazeera, Maseru, Lesotho.
Finally, in international news, South Korea has raised their alert to the highest level due to a double in coronavirus infections, bringing the total to 602, including 2 more deaths. Last week, that country reported their first death caused by the virus. Al Jazeera has the details once again.
The worst affected areas in southeast Korea, the city of Daegu and neighboring Cheongdo County, remain at a virtual standstill. 2 mass clusters of infections account for the majority of cases reported so far. One of them at this hospital quickly spread, infecting more than 100 patients and staff. Wards are being prepared to treat the increase of new coronavirus patients. Raising the alert to the highest level came at an emergency meeting chaired by President Moon Jae-in. This weekend, the number of new cases has risen alarmingly by the hundreds, and he stressed that the next few days will be critical in stemming the outbreak.
The situation has become completely different since the outbreak of mass infection.
Extra resources will be directed into trying to stop the spread of the coronavirus. He urged everyone to avoid mass events.
We have vividly witnessed how dangerous it is to have a mass meeting in an enclosed indoor place in terms of the spread of contagious disease. I urge everyone to restrain themselves from group events or activities, not only in indoor places but also outdoor places.
Sunday across South Korea, church leaders were asked not to hold services.
It's sad that we can't hold a church service, but we are following government policy and we don't want any further spread of the disease.
In the affected areas, most people have heeded warnings to stay indoors as they wait to see if the emergency measures work. The South Korean government is hoping its latest measures will help limit the clusters of infection to this part of the country, knowing the price of failure could mean the kind of travel restrictions imposed on China, with the damage that would cause to its economy. Rob McBride, Al Jazeera, Cheongdo County, South Korea.
That ends the Kopala TV main news for today, but before we go, we recap on today's headlines. Calls to have GBM arrested persist. Introduction of diaspora vote excites NGO. Agro dealers demand for their pay. And in foreign news, murder-accused Lesotho Prime Minister fails to appear in court. Thank you for watching the Kopala TV main news. My name is Wabwila Musongole, and pleasant viewing.
Thank you.